Hey guys, it's me, 80 Super 4. Today, guys, we're back to predict with you guys our two matches for the UEFA playoff matches. Remember, guys, we have two matches to discuss. We have Poland versus Sweden and Portugal versus North Macedonia. Remember, guys, the winner of these two matches will make the World Cup, guys. So everything to play for both teams, for four of these teams. And let's start with the first game we have here is Poland versus Sweden. Now, coming into this game, guys, Poland obviously they advanced by against Russia, obviously for obvious reasons they advanced by default. And as for Sweden, they did beat Czech Republic 1 goal to 0. Now, the thing about Poland, guys, is that when it comes to these qualifiers, they're very, very good. Poland is actually very, very good in these UEFA qualifiers. It's just when they get to the actual tournament, they always stink it up. They always stink it up a bit. You know, as for Sweden, they have a very, very good team as well. You got like the players like Isak, Hoysen, and everything else. And we'll see the clash of Zlatan versus Lewandowski. Who will triumph in this one? Who will even score in this one? Obviously, the last meeting came in the Euros in which Sweden won 3 goals to 2 in a very highly entertaining fixture. I believe Sweden were 2-0 up. Then Poland actually made a comeback, and Sweden scored a late goal to take home a massive 3 points. So for this one, guys, I think it's a very tough one to call. Poland will be at home for this one. And I think for Sweden in particular, I think for me, they're coming into this game with the momentum. And for Poland, the fact that they didn't really play any competitive game leading up to this, they didn't even play against Russia. It'll be interesting to see how Sweden do in this one. And I'm looking at the teams for Poland they have. You got Lewandowski, that's the difference maker. You have the likes of, Szczesny, you have who else? You have Hillik, you have Milik as well. Then Piatek as well, although he's injured, so it's a big blow. And I think for Poland in particular, they also have Zelensky, Motor as well, Matty Cash as well, a decent player. I just think for Poland in particular, it's really up for Lewandowski. Will he show up for the national team? And we know when it comes to these qualifiers, he's very, very good in. But when it comes to the games that are very, very important, more often than not, you see Lewandowski not really showing up. And so for Sweden in particular, as I said, I think Zlatan will be back for this game. He'll be back for this game, which I think is very, very key. Like I said, you also have James Anderson as a coach, Zlatan, Kleisen, Isak. Then you got Elanga. You know. Then Ekal, Forsberg, Kuleveski. Guys, I think I'm going to go with Sweden to win this game. I think for me, Sweden are the better team than Poland. And I just think that for me, Sweden, I just have a feeling they'll edge this through. It's going to be very close, though, very competitive. I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals this time around just because there's a lot of stakes to play for. But I do have a feeling that Sweden will edge this game. I'm going to say they win this 1 goal to 0, despite being the away team. I'm going to go with Sweden to progress through to the World Cup, guys, and I think Poland will lose out. Plus, man, this will be very tough. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to penalties, but I do have a feeling that Sweden will ultimately get the job done, and I think they'll go through. Moving on, we have Portugal versus North Macedonia. Obviously, for this game, you got to commend what North Macedonia did. They eliminated Italy, all of the World Cup qualifiers, which was absolutely brilliant. You look at the guy that scored the goal, Alexander. This guy in particular, his wonder goal was amazing. Alexander Trechkvi, what a goal that was. You also have the likes of, Elmas, who's back for this game, who I think will be very, very key. Then you have Rakib, Askovi, Bardi as well, a decent player from Levante. And then you have the goalkeeper, who I think is a very good goalkeeper. You have Jermishki, And I think for sorry, I said Ryavok. I think for North Macedonia, I think this is a great opportunity for them to really stamp their authority here. And, if they could do another upset, it would be incredible. As for Portugal, they did get the job done against Turkey, although I will say, though, defensively, they looked a bit vulnerable, and Turkey did create a lot of good opportunities. And for, like I said, for Portugal in particular, I'm looking at the players that need to step up. Like, it'll be interesting to see whether Diogo Costa remains the number one keeper or Rui Patricio. I still think for this one, they should put Rui Patricio. Pepe did test positive. They need him back for this game. You got Jose Fonte, Rafael Guerrero, João Cancelo, Diogo Dalot, Inacio, Nuno Mendes, Cedric Soares, and they even play Pereira as a center back, which I think is a big, big disappointment. So they shouldn't do Carvalho, Bruno Fernandes, Otavio, Venetia, and then obviously for the attack, the attack is Bernardo Silva, João Matinho, Ronaldo, Andre Silva, Guedes, Jota, Felix, Rafael. It's a very insanely stacked team for Portugal, and I do believe Portugal should make it through, guys. With all due respect to North Macedonia, I think they could definitely do this, but I think for North Macedonia, I just don't think they'll do it, guys. I really can't envision to see North Macedonia in the World Cup. And keep in mind, guys, Portugal will have the game in Porto, which I think is a huge, huge advantage to have. And I do believe that Portugal will go through. Last time the two teams did play, though, it was a 0-0 draw. So, yeah, but yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Portugal to win this. I'm going to say Portugal wins this game. Once again, I'm going to say 3-1. I think Portugal will get the job done. And I think North Macedonia will be eliminated. But I think North Macedonia will give a really good account, especially for the defense. It'll be interesting to see how Portugal have their defense set up and that kind of thing. So, of course, guys, my two nations I have qualifying through are Sweden and Portugal. So I want you guys to comment down below your predictions as well. Obviously, there's another game we also have, which is Wales versus Scotland, Ukraine. But obviously, Scotland, Ukraine, we don't know what's going to happen with that game yet. Obviously, that'll take place in June. So Wales will take on the winner of that game. So obviously, we can't predict that just yet. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, guys. Make sure you guys comment down below your thoughts. Subscribe if you already like this video as well if you did enjoy. Make sure you guys check out my description below. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.